ultimatum.
And then started the podcast.
And welcome to the pod party. You
This
don't
is
know
how
the thing
vindictive
said
he is.
1257
This is the kind of
party.
person we're dealing with.
Wow.
You don't say it to record.
Yes, and we want the world to know the kind of person you are.
You
Yo.
really just gave me an ultimatum.
I did.
And then started the podcast
Yes, because I
with
was...
his phone on, not
Wow.
mute.
Jesus. All right. So we have the podcast on. This is a 1257 pod party. It is a podcast by Daily HTG and Dirty Janine.
You're salty. You're just a clown salty.
But yeah, man, you don't know the thing set already. I go by Daily HTG. I'm one of your hosts.
And I go simply by Janelle, no abbreviation.
So your IG is just Janine?
At the end, I'm going to plug my IG. But at this point, I think they have a clear understanding of what my IG is. My fans, I'm joking. My tribe.
Yo, Shafiq?
My tribe is already following me.
Right.
So plugging my IG again,
You done being fake woke?
I think you are jealous because you're projecting that fakeness that you have with your spiritual
Ooh, talk your shit. Ooh, talk
journey
your shit. Yeah, man.
onto me.
Okay, so we didn't have an amazing moment the other day, and you weren't just saying you were proud of me and all
I
that?
am proud of you. That does not take away from the fact that I'm proud of you.
So you're proud of me for being fake?
No, I'm proud of you for taking the step back and
Oh,
saying,
fuck,
hey,
yeah, chat, my G. You don't know the thing set a Daily HG and Janelle.
So
And we have a
rude.
beautiful, amazing guest with us today. All right, big up yourself. Introduce yourself, man.
I am.
I am.
No, Maniyah here. I like to consider myself a purpose pusher.
Bomba. Hey, my girl said purpose pusher.
I believe that everybody has light within them. Sometimes it's just a little bit hard bringing that out. So that's what I do
Okay.
on my day to day. Is help people bring their vision to light.
Yes.
And she
And
said
you have
purpose
the
pusher.
personality for it. Like your personality is very compelling. It's very warm. It's very inviting. It's beautiful. You have a lovely energy.
Yeah, it's amazing energy that, I attracted.
And sometimes with attraction, I wanted to get down into that. Sometimes with
Yo,
attraction,
I hate this nigga so much.
what I'm saying is,
And you go tell me. Tell me what you say about attraction.
Yeah. I want to know.
Ain't nothing there.
No.
She pulling it out her ass, bro.
some women I'm sorry. Sometimes with attraction, we have to go through cycles and we have to go through different channels and avenues before we get to the right one. Just with purpose.
I can't wait till we get video. You're so full of shit.
We have to go through, failures. Sometimes we have to go through retrying. And I think that's what happened with you coming into my life. You had to go through Carl in order for me to get access to your beautiful energy. Wow. I'm so profound.
Yo, you are the epitome
What?
of fuckery. Like the peak. Ain't nothing touching you, my G.
I'm just saying. That's
No, that's a problem.
you're just saying. I'm just saying that's with attraction.
But yeah, we're gonna move on from that trash monologue. But yeah, we do want to welcome our guest. She's gonna be here to touch on a couple topics. Really impromptu, you feel me? We kind of like finessed her into this situation. So we want to say thank you again. No, don't be nervous. Go ahead, sit that wine, my boy.
She's been sipping.
Hey, she been drinking. She been drinking. Hey. But I think we're gonna touch on a Turk on.
You're gonna touch on twerk.
I want to touch on a couple. My bad. That's on me. I'm gonna let that slide.
You see the kind of person I have to work with?
Yo, Jen, who are you?
Huh?
Yeah, so we can't bring nobody attractive in there because you go switch up on people, G.
I am just
Oh, yeah.
saying.
You know
I
your
think
move
he's
like
feeling some type of way.
it's
I
not even that
feel
because I already know that's. Hey, look, let me tell you about yourself. You want girl clone energy? Me notice this from what day. You want girl clone.
I'm fine with that term.
You good with that?
I'm good.
Yeah, me too sometime. I'm not telling that.
I'm
Touch
not.
it.
No, because you go move your hand one time. Yeah.
Eyes closed. Touch it. You afraid?
Yes, because you're a piece of shit.
All right. So tell us what we gonna vibe on.
Because you don't know. That's why I
I actually do know
Okay, go
purpose,
ahead.
her journey, and passion.
Oh, look at you, the 3 P's.
Wow.
Journey's a P.
Oh, I thought you said purpose, passion, and what?
Go ahead. No.
Oh, I thought you said another
Yeah, I
P.
know. Because
Because I
any of
didn't
your bullshit
expect. I
mode.
didn't expect you to say anything.
No,
really.
you were thinking. That's your problem. Don't do that either. Maniyah, tell us a little bit about yourself. You did say you feel like you're a purpose pusher and you like to bring the light out of people. What do you do on your day-to-day to accomplish those things?
So I have a business called Light in the Dark Media,
Ooh,
right?
that's a vibe.
And my slogan is "We bring ideas to light." And I feel like a lot of people have purpose brewing inside them, but they don't exactly know how to bring it out. So me, I partner with small businesses and I pretty much empower them through like web design, digital marketing, and things like that to kind of bring their vision and bring their idea to light. I'd say I'm the type of person that prides himself. I am a Christian, right?
Yes.
I believe in kind of just like this divine power that leads you and that guides you to where exactly you need to be, right? That you have certain gifts that are instilled within you even before you were born, before you were created.
For sure.
That you'll use over your lifetime to really push purpose. And whatever your purpose is for yourself. You know, my purpose is different from your purpose and different from your purpose.
Definitely.
So yeah, what was I say?
Yo, Jeanty,
What?
why? You're so over. Yes, definitely. Nice. You know that TikTok? What you say? Yes. Yes.
Because it
Absolutely.
resonated with me, so I'm just agreeing.
What's the last thing she said?
She said Janelle is dope. I love Janelle
Right,
so
that's
much.
exactly-
That's exactly what
So
she
you're
said.
just gonna
literally-
lie for her.
Word for word.
Verbatim.
Word for word. What?
Can you know, expect,
Verbatim.
so because I have an accent.
Verbatim.
Wow.
Verbatim.
So because you have an accent, because
Your
I'm
country,
a
that-
Jamaican.
Hey, by the way, let me tell you something about Jeanty, dog. Right now, she has some hot tea. This girl is not even 30 yet. Some big old hot ginger tea at like 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock
You know,
at
drink
night.
ginger so tea too.
Well, I know.
She's trying to stay healthy.
With water crackers a dip in it and Yo, the girl and I know brought up someone.
I brought up to me have why.
Actually, I that.
I wanted to. Before you see why we can't do nothing, why we can't have nothing nice, never stay on
You
topic.
always have to mention it. Don't tell them so we can't stay on topic. Them know.
No.
If they hear an episode,
When
not
we-
even know 7, 8, one of them there, they must know by now. So we're not gonna stay on
Stop
topic.
saying we, don't include me. I want to stay on topic, but
Okay.
whatever. But you mentioned you were a Christian, and I wanted to emphasize on the fact that even though we pride ourselves in saying that we're a spiritual podcast, that is also your spiritual journey. That is what spirituality is. Spirituality is your unique and personal journey throughout Earth, throughout this realm. And I wanted to ask you to when have you always been a Christian, or is this something that developed with your purpose, or do they both intertwine?
Yeah. So I've always been a Christian,
Okay.
but as of, I guess, my adult years, I kind of separated, you know, my faith and my beliefs with religion, I'd say. You know, because typical Christians, they say you have to go to church every day and you have to fellowship and things like that. Me, I have my own personal journey, you know, so I pray alone. You know, I listen to sermons alone because to me, sometimes being in a space where you have other Christians and, you know, different walks of life, sometimes whatever they're battling with can kind of corrupt your journey.
For sure.
You know, like sometimes you sit in church and you have people kind of just like talking about certain things that necessarily don't even push you closer to
Yeah.
God or whatever the case may be. And sometimes you take your eyes off the word. So me, I try to have my own personal kind of connection, So I like to do that alone. And I think that's what separates my belief, my faith from religion, so to speak.
Yeah, from the norm that we know as Christianity.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and that's beautiful.
And I believe as a Christian, like, it's important. Just because I have certain beliefs, I don't condemn other people who believe differently, you know?
Yeah.
Right.
To me, I think it's important to look at someone's heart over everything. So,
And I agree with that because I think one of our biggest issues with religion itself is how divisive it can be. So even touching on the fact of going to church, like, we both grew up in the church as well. And me personally, I've heard a lot of conversations in the church too. I've felt a lot of judgment in the church as well. I've seen probably the most sinning in the church, period. So like that can easily turn somebody away from the message, like you said, that's actually being pushed. So it's dope to me that you can actually appreciate it and experience it by yourself and have your own connection, because that's really what I think both of us preach spirituality to be, right?
Yeah.
Your belief is your belief and it should always be within you, but it's your personal journey. So however you want to go about that is your choice. And as long as, like you said, you look at somebody's heart and you feel like they're on the right path or they're following a path that's not harmful to others and the collective, right? It should never be condemned, and it should never be something that you...
Absolutely. Because I feel like sometimes with religion comes like judgment sometimes.
Heavy judgment.
And just what I believe that I don't possess the power to judge other people, because I have stones in my closet.
Yeah.
I have things that I mess up on.
Oh, you be throwing stones at people?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not perfect,
You find out
And
you
that's
bought that
okay.
shit.
I'm not perfect, and that's okay, But it's
perfection is an illusion, really.
Yeah.
Like
Absolutely.
It's a concept that's used to control and make people feel less of
themselves. That's true. And what's the ideal perfect person?
Then nobody can tell you because it's all based on
what
perception.
What are you working towards? You're just working towards being the better or being a better version of yourself.
Absolutely.
Your higher self.
Yeah, definitely. So earlier we were talking about how things fall into place, your alignment, divine timing.
Right.
You wanted to touch on that for them just so they understand what you're...
and how you've been feeling lately, like,
Ooh. So
not the ooh.
Yes, with the shimmy too.
Ooh. I felt that. I felt that.
Your phone on.
So
My bad. That's on me.
I wish this was being recorded so the collective
Could
feel your energy as well as see it.
Yours.
he's hating.
He's such a hater.
Let me tell you, as you get to know her more, you're gonna be able to read this shit. And I feel like you getting gas, right? You trying to gang up on me. That's cute.
No.
That's cute.
I'm not trying to gang up on you.
She has been nothing but nice to you.
Right.
Jen,
Nothing but
trying to love on you and all of this. That's it.
That's all I've seen from her since
Jen, if I ever come over this table, I'm gonna tell you something, Zine.
Why the violence?
Who said I was gonna do anything to you?
So you go come
Why you projecting your insecurities on Jen? Who hurt you? No, that's the next episode or previous. Hey, they gonna peep that we recording this shit all over the place.
That's one thing I love about this podcast.
It's free.
We're free. We're wonders. We are free spirited. We don't do things by construct.
And we're also gonna get you back on the podcast because we're gonna need it. We're gonna need the second round. I know people are gonna hear this and be like, "Damn."
We want to hear her again. And
we're gonna actually have a video set up, so make sure you're not too nervous. At that point, we're gonna have our merch too, so we'll get you a nice little shirt.
Okay.
So you can rock it in the video. You feel me? Oh, of course.
Naturally.
Stunting.
Hey, something like.
Nothing too big.
But go ahead. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. Go ahead.
Yeah, but yes, you're answering the question. What's your line?
Yes. So I have 4 tattoos, right? 5. Right.
Hey, tell us where.
We can come to
all over the place. Places you can't see.
I mean, I don't mind. I don't really.
One day.
Say less.
But one specific tattoo that I have is a scripture, Jeremiah 1:5.
Okay.
And the scripture reads, "Before I formed you in your mother's womb, I knew you. And before you were born, I set you apart." And that's kind of what I live my life on, just knowing that...
You can say that one more time and just look at me when you said it.
Stop. Before I formed you and your mother's.
No. Hey, don't say it like that. Before I formed you and your mother's. That was powerful. I felt that.
I live my life on the fact that my path has already been kind of assigned and allotted to me, you know? So if I mess up, I'm still on track. If I, get sidetracked, I'm still on track. If good things happen to me, I'm still on track. Before I formed you, I knew you. And before you were born, I set you apart, which means I'm always exactly where I'm supposed to be. And sometimes I look back on life and it's just like, dang, I didn't realize that that's what was happening.
Right.
That, things, maybe doors were closing or doors didn't open because they weren't supposed to. I was exactly where I needed to be. And that's kind of where I view that scripture for myself.
That's powerful.
Beautiful.
That's powerful. I like that. Hey, we picked a good ass guest, my boy.
Yeah, I did. I definitely did.
Fam, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, she did.
You said,
Man.
No. You know what? At the end of the day, you can't be out here claiming something that don't want you. You feel what I'm saying?
But you cute.
Nah, that's straight.
Carl.
You cute.
Yeah, I know. My mama told me.
You cute.
You're salty.
Yeah.
You're salty.
Yeah, my mama told me I'm cute before she formed me.
In her womb. In her womb.
In her womb. I heard her say it.
You're so trash.
Hey, I ain't gonna say that on the camera, bro. On the podcast.
On the camera. Well, yeah, that was beautiful. I really love that. And you mentioned too that you realized how divine timing was working for you, where things worked out without you even.
What did you said divine timing?
What were you gonna say, Carl?
No, I was just saying I remember saying that word earlier, and you said that was lame. So I just
As
wanted
a title, I said as the.
Oh, but in the conversation, it's fine.
Yeah, because we're talking about
so talking
timing,
about it and put
timing
in the title, it just doesn't make any sense.
As it relates to her.
No, I just want to make sure 2 + 2 = 4. That's it. That's cool. That's cool. Go ahead, continue. Divine timing.
I cannot stand you.
You're sitting down. That's perfect.
I cannot sit you.
Why? When I'm on, you were talking about. I'm gonna talk about it since that's my title.
Go ahead, take it over.
Earlier, you were saying that you felt like everything in your life just kind of lately has been falling into place. Personally, I seen you in your IG. We were kind of just giving like a lot of thanks, and you showed a lot of gratitude for the steps things that's been falling into place because you weren't really sure about some of the moves that was happening, and it just felt like it all kind of lined up exactly how it should be. So, talk a little bit more of that, and why you feel like. Well, you didn't say this, but why you feel like it could be divine timing or it's right?
Well, going back to college, like I actually have an IT degree, right? And it's something that I've never even used.
Right.
So I remember just being the only girl in all my classes trying to like code a game or code some shit.
Right.
Can I curse in this?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Hey, hold on. Fuck nigga shit.
Okay.
Fuckity fuck.
My mama said to tell you.
Mind your motherfucking business, bitch. Stupid ass bitch. Long titty, no nipple having ass bitch.
2 + 2 not knowing bitch.
My mom beat my ass. She said, I told you, said 2 cuss words. You said all 76. Hey, shout out to Kevin Hart, man. Hope you listen to this one day. And bring your short ass on this motherfucking podcast.
Might as well.
All right, go ahead. My bad. Go ahead. Yes. You can curse.
Yeah, okay. So when I graduated school, there was a 2-year period where I was going on job interviews and I was, getting to like the 3rd, 4th round and not getting the job. And I started to feel defeated. I started to feel like, I wasn't good enough.
And this is based off your IT degree. You were looking for those positions.
I was looking for a job in IT, right? Okay. So towards the end, I was just like, you know what? I give up. Yeah. Like, I'm done looking, because I've tried and I've tried and I've tried. And at that time, I started to feel defeated and, like I said, not good enough. So as soon as I gave up, there was this opportunity that pinged me. And it was just, so I started the interview process. I got to the 4th and 5th round like I always do. And I ended up getting to the job. And when I started my job search, just knowing that I have like an entrepreneurial spirit, I knew that I couldn't have someone kind of watching when I clock in and clock out.
Right.
That was a deal breaker for me. Because I'm very protective of my time and being able to manage it, because time is so expensive, and the fact that it's something that you can't get back.
Yeah.
Right.
So it's just like, that's a deal breaker for me. Any job that I'm at, you can't clock me.
You a gangster for real, my G.
No, two is just like, I know what gifts are instilled in me. You know, I love to connect with people. I love being creative and things like that. So I needed a job or a career that allowed me to express that. So when I got into this job, after I said, I'm done looking, I realized why all those other doors didn't open. Because it's just like, I got into the job, I asked them the first week, like, hey, we still haven't talked over my schedule. What's my schedule like? I need to know so I can plan my life out. And they're just like, I don't decide what your timing or when you come in, when you leave. You let me know what you're gonna do, and we'll work off of that. Just send it to me. And I was just like, wow.
Yeah,
That's exactly what I asked for. So I realized maybe if I got the job that was, that I applied for 2 months ago, and I got, all those interviews, but they said no, maybe if I got that job, it would have constricted me in that sense that I needed to have freedom in.
Yeah.
So sometimes we look at closed doors as setbacks and as like failures, when it's not necessarily that. It's just that something better is aligned for you, something that's more aligned with who you are, with your skill set, with your purpose, is being prepared. And I feel like we as individuals have to get comfortable with kind of delay, because the delay doesn't always mean denied.
Yes.
It literally just means there's something being prepared for you. You just gotta
you're
wait on
preaching.
it.
Yeah.
She got some sauce.
Yeah,
she got some
preaching.
sauce.
So that's how I feel.
Yeah, then that was beautiful. That was beautiful. And as you said, a delay does not mean that you are denied.
Absolutely.
And that's a word right there. That's
For
a word.
sure. Because even if you look at even like freak accidents and stuff like that, like a lot of people say, "Yo, I just missed that light, and that could have been me."
Yeah.
So a lot of people have to realize that even in this case, like we have this mindset where, especially go-getters, we have this thing where it's like,
we expect things to
Bro,
be done on our time.
you know what I'm saying?
we have
Absolutely.
to give
Like we're
divine
running out of
timing.
time.
Yeah.
We gotta rush. We gotta get things going. I have that issue all the time. So to hear somebody confidently say like, "Yo, sometimes it's cool to just sit back and allow what's meant for you to find
unfold,
you and
yes.
unfold." It's comforting, and it's also encouraging, because I know
Yeah.
there's a lot of people out there that's dealing with this very thing,
Especially in this climate.
and especially with college
Yeah,
kids, because I know a
absolutely.
lot of college kids that come out feeling like they just can't find,
Any jobs that are in alignment with their degrees or their
Absolutely.
and it might just not be in alignment with them themselves. You know what I'm saying? Because that degree is cool,
Yeah.
but a lot of times we realize, especially in this country, that it's just something to say.
And it's important, I feel like it's important as creatives to have tunnel vision with your goals as well, because we have things like social media that makes us measure where we are to other people. So I'm quick to like block, delete, remove.
I just got on that game. It's beautiful.
Yeah,
Aggie.
when I
Block out the
start,
toxic, yeah,
not even the toxic people, but just people that.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you got
That
some
was a little-
skeletons in your closet.
That was a little shade.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, they know who the fuck this is. Thanks for listening.
No, but just like having tunnel vision in the sense of, if I start comparing myself or my journey to someone else's,
Right.
I'm quick to just hit the like mute button.
Yeah.
Because when you do that, when you start comparing, then there's something that sets in, and it's called fear.
Yeah.
And fear and resistance comes to kind of like shove you away from what your purpose is.
Right.
So as soon as you start comparing, oh, this person is already doing this. I'm a web designer. If I start noticing that I'm on other web designers, not for inspiration, but just saying like, dang, I wish I could do that.
Right,
I wish
right.
I can get this inspiration. Like, I wish I had this many clients. Then I know to hit the mute button, because my journey is my journey and their journey is their journey. And I don't know how long they've been working on what they've been doing. So it's hard for me to compare my like season 1 to their season 21.
Facts.
That's woo.
I like, hey,
You
You
know?
just out
what
here.
and you know what I like about that too is what I've noticed for myself in that specific situation is sometimes I'll remove myself from that just to avoid sending out negative feelings towards that person for no reason. And sometimes it has nothing. A lot of times it has nothing to do with them personally. It's just my
Absolutely.
own insecurities brushing
Absolutely.
in. And to a lot of us, we need to start treating our social media like a reality because at this point in our lives, it's something that majority of people live on.
Yeah.
So we have to treat it like a reality, and like anything else, only allow what you want and can handle and what's beneficial to you in your space. So it's beautiful that you can actually acknowledge that and say, nah, this ain't the time for me to be seeing this right now, so I'm going to remove it from my social media because it is something that we have to use to navigate, to network, to interact just on a daily basis, especially with COVID at this point.
Yeah.
So treat it just like anything else that you would do in this realm.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Clean up your space. Clean
Look
it
at
up.
you. And it is in hindsight, it is your space because
sure.
some people use social media 10, 15 hours out of the entire
Absolutely.
And
day.
your iPhone ring ain't afraid to tell your ass.
Yeah.
God
Right.
damn.
I
I'd be
said-
like, damn, Siri, shut your ass
Right.
up.
I set mine to 4 hours a day. I never hit my limit.
Hey, my shit be like, Youre, it was up. I'm like, yo, shut your ass up. Told you
No,
to be
I
I
watching.
feel attacked. I
You
feel
feel me?
attacked.
Yeah, I set mine to 4 hours. I don't have anything on mine, like, in terms of people, everyone is muted.
Yeah.
And the reason why I'm muted is because it's not that I don't want to see it, is I don't feel like it benefits me or you.
Right.
Yeah.
For me,
Which is fine.
and that's the only thing I think I have on my social media is like NASA. Because
Yeah.
those are the things that really feed my spirit. And when I see it, I get inspired. And
Yeah.
even though I don't want to be I want to be an astronaut, NASA.
And that's you don't know, please.
If you want
please,
someone to go to Mars, I am here.
Our head already big enough for fit in a helmet. You understand? Because I've been seeing how the helmet is, and I've always wondering how do you get small. Never mind. You're right. Go ahead. Do your
Whoa.
thing. That's on me. Go ahead. Do your
But
thing.
anyways, like things that inspire me to just be a better version of myself. Like so when I see
Absolutely.
like NASA posts and I see those things really makes me happy or
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? But when sometimes I see like people that I went to school with and they are like, you know, they portray a very happy life and I'm like, damn, you know what I'm saying? I would want to. I don't know anything further than what
Yeah.
I'm seeing.
Yeah.
Like they could be so unhappy, but based on what I'm seeing, I'm like, damn, I want that for myself. But that's what I'm putting out into the universe. I'm putting that I want exactly what they have,
Absolutely.
and that's not good.
You might not know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
know what you have.
But listen,
but
a lot of these people, and we've witnessed it in our own personal lives. Like I'm sure everyone has. The people that go on, a truth, dog, and I think we share that truth at this point.
I'm just
You know what I'm because hey, a spade is a spade, as the beautiful one said. A lot of these people are very, for whatever reason, they feel like they got to put on. We live in
Yeah.
that type of generation now where we have to put on, we have to make it appear that we're living a better life than we actually are. Nobody wants to actually show emotion, show their pain, or
Absolutely.
the actual reality of what their life is, which is sad because we shouldn't run from our circumstance. You know what I'm saying? Stay grounded in what you're going through so you can come out of that a better person.
Yeah.
So a lot of times when you step on these platforms and you put on this image, this portrayal of something that you're not, and then you actually start believing that, you're never really dealing with anything that's going on with you. So you're going to get stuck in this
Absolutely.
cycle over and over again. So you want to stay away from people like that.
Absolutely. Sorry.
No. Hey, look. Go ahead.
One thing that I tell my sister is that it's important to spend time in your own presence. You know,
Right.
it's very, very easy to get lost in social media and looking at other people's lives and saying, "Hey, I want that."
Yeah.
Like, "Oh my God, that looks so cool. I need that."
Yes.
You know, but when you are grounded in who you are and what you bring to the table because you spent time with yourself. Like me, I'm a journaler. Like I have a lot of journals that I just sit there. What are my strengths? What are my weaknesses? What are things that I need to work on
Yes.
and things like that? Because I think it's important to know who you are. So when you step out in the world, you can't be swayed in any
Yeah.
which way. You can't be swayed in anything that looks like glitz and glam, you know, on social media. You know who you are. You know what your mission is. You know what you're here to do. So you're always pushing that.
And you're
you know?
also very aware of who you truly are.
Absolutely.
And you're not lying to yourself.
Absolutely.
Because when you start lying to yourself and believing that shit,
it's a hell of a drug.
Hey man, that backslide whenever something exposes you is always gonna hit you harder than it should.
Absolutely.
Why are you smiling?
No, nothing.
Am I lying?
No, you're not lying.
You feel me?
Yeah.
A lot of these people, they put up a front, and then at some point you're gonna get exposed.
Yeah.
You're never going to walk around unexposed, because even when you walk in your own truth, something is gonna show you that. So it's a little easier to digest when you're like, yeah, well, I know that.
Yeah.
I know that. It's something I'm working on. I'm good. But when it's something that you've been telling yourself doesn't exist for the longest, and it just comes out, now you're there going through a crisis, and it's like, fam, this is who you've been.
Yeah.
There's nothing to run from. Heal. Fix that shit.
As creatives and people who use social media heavy for their
Is that another glass of wine?
you are Aggie.
¿Por qué?
She out here with the wine.
she's
Listen,
sipping,
I
sipping.
could drink a whole bottle of wine by myself. I'm not gonna lie.
We're witnessing that.
Yeah.
Do you have more wine in that?
No, this is it.
Did you want me to grab you?
No, I'm okay. Thank you.
No, if you want it.
She does have more wine than that. I just seen it move. She
Stop.
because there's another pour coming.
No, yeah. I got one more glass in there.
I got you my
What did I
Pisces
say?
queen.
Don't call me that. I can't stand him.
My elevated, spiritual, conscious shaman healer.
Shaman.
Shaman.
That's Shamana.
Shaman. Hey, wife. Sorry.
Shamana in training.
Oh yeah, shaman.
Nah. Yeah, Shamana.
Go ahead. What is a shamana? Tell us that real quick. My bad. I really don't know what a shamana is.
So you don't know. So a shaman is a lot. Okay, so the shamans in the Amazon jungle, they're ordained by their ancestors. So they're not trained like the ones here in America, like you would see on mainstream spiritual, like the mainstream spiritual ones. They are ordained by someone, or they went through schooling to be a shaman. So shaman is literally just a spiritual healer.
Okay.
And they could be like master herbalist, or like some people would refer to Dr. Sebi as a shaman because he's a master herbalist.
Right.
So for me, I'm doing healing. I'm doing shamanic healing. So
Big up Dr. Sebi Sam.
sure. So
You know everything?
I don't know much about him, but I know.
I mean,
he's-
all right, so big up certain things that he teaches in terms of
Yeah,
just because you're right. I mean, I know him, so I don't want to co-sign everything, and all of a sudden it's like, well, that nigga used to. Oh, I didn't know that.
Right.
I don't know much about him.
Big up his information that he's given on what people are putting into their body and what they need to put into their body, because he drops a lot of knowledge on that.
Yeah, I've never taken the time to really get to know
His life.
Yeah, like not his life, but like his mission and what he stands for, like his morals, his core principles. Like I don't know much about him, so I don't want to be like,
Big him up.
yeah.
Well, yeah, because to be honest with you, most people don't talk about that side of him.
Oh.
They've only talked about like his knowledge on
Like
herbs.
Okay.
He's big on the concept of mucus is the source of all disease.
Yeah.
So he's saying to cure any disease, the main focus is to remove the mucus from your body.
Yeah.
So I thought that was pretty dope because that's not something you hear often, but it's also facts.
Yeah.
So one of the big cases he had was he sued. Was it New York? He sued New York City.
Yeah, it was like was it a pharmaceutical company?
I'm not sure if it was a company, but somebody based in New York. Because what it was doctors were telling, they were trying to tell him that he did not cure people of HIV, AIDS, and he sued and won. It might have been a pharmaceutical company, but I think it was based in New York, like the case or whatever. And he ended up winning because he showed actual proof of the doctor saying, okay, this person has it. Then he went through the whole thing with them, and then when they came back, they were cured. Like they didn't have it anymore.
Ooh.
But a lot of people say that's why he died, because he started talking that shit, and he got all of a sudden the healthiest nigga in the world is dead, like out of nowhere. So it's like dun dun dun.
But I've known of a Nyabingi man who, and this lady who had HIV, known HIV, like her status, not AIDS, but the HIV, and he brought her to the bushes, and like a couple months later she came back thick as ever, So we thought she went on the HIV medication because sometimes it causes
Weight gain.
weight gain and hormonal changes. But then she went to the doctor and the doctor tested her like 4 or 5 times, and she's HIV negative.
Wow.
Yeah, and we don't know what happened to him, but thing kind of disappearish.
Yeah.
Listen, one thing, and we gonna move on after this because I don't want us to blow up and then they're like,
Right.
radar, wipe him out.
I said I don't know what happened to him.
It's gonna be a knock at your door.
Right?
Keep
Not
talking.
even. We just gonna. So one thing I can say is, and this is all factual, the pharmaceutical company, especially in the States, is probably one of the wealthiest
Absolutely.
and most powerful.
They make money off of sickness.
Yeah.
So if you go around telling motherfuckers, I could heal you for the low
Yeah.
without having to touch these boys, I could 100% see
Absolutely.
them taking somebody the fuck out.
I don't know how to heal anybody on the low.
Me no know if eat nobody need it. Nigga, I just gave up meat and fish. That's about it.
I'm not there yet.
Yeah. I still,
And that's okay.
That's fine. I still eat fries, my boy, so we good, man. We good.
Not the fries.
I won't want no problems.
No problems. We don't want no problem. No problem. What is
Hey, Chance the Rapper, big up yourself, man.
You go
Of
do it?
course.
That's my favorite artist, by the way.
Don't say that on here.
Yeah.
Really?
He is.
Still? After everything?
Old Chance.
Got you.
I don't know.
And some of
him.
New Chance.
Old Chance.
And some of New
Yeah,
Chance. 'Cause yes,
sometimes he has glimpses.
I don't know his
Chance, I
music
need you to
that well.
find your way back, my boy.
I think I only know
He
him
will.
from the Hershey commercial.
so.
Was that Hershey?
Kit Kat.
Kit Kat commercial. I think that's the most I know.
And he also did a remix to the Arthur song. Every day when you're walking down the street, he did a remix to that. Like he just, not remix, he just re-sang it, which was really dope.
Oh.
Cause him kind of come off, him have like one of them like reggae voices, the
Yeah,
little
he has
raspy,
he has a voice.
jazzy. Him man have a vibe, man.
I just don't know his music that well. Well, I don't know
Oh
it
my
at all.
God, you're missing out.
I'll put you on.
No thanks.
Wow. Well, Chance, I tried.
It's not chance. It's just
I'm big up my Chance too.
What type of music do you like?
Bullshit. Sorry. Bullshit.
say go call SZA, Erica Badou, Jill Scott.
Yes, this is that girl.
SZA is
Hey,
is
shout
it
out to you,
something
Solange.
different.
who?
Her name is Solana.
Oh, I'm
Oh,
thinking
Mr.
of Solange.
Hey, big up Solange too.
Big up yourself, Solange. I love Solange.
I love
I love
Solange too.
Solange. But
She'll beat a nigga up though.
as she should,
Shout out to Jay-Z.
as she should drag Jay-Z backside.
Who's some of your favorite artists? You said Chance and then what?
I love Chance.
Mm-hmm.
Chance.
Okay.
Chance again.
Are you trying to get this nigga? Like he's married. Like he has 2 children.
He has a double. Doesn't
No.
He have,
And I have none. So
doesn't he have like a double that looks like him?
brother?
Oh.
Yeah.
I thought it was just somebody
No,
that
he has
looks
a
like
younger
him.
brother and he looks just like him.
Yeah.
His younger brother is bisexual.
That's cute.
Wow. You just gonna call that nigga cute?
No, that's
His whole
that's
journey.
cute because I'm thinking about like
Chance is a heavy Christian.
and you know rappers aren't
And he
typically
open with that. I
Yeah.
mean, Frank Ocean was, but he was already too big for them to say
Frank
nothing.
Ocean is.
What?
See, but I feel like
I love him. Like I love his.
A lot of his music was about
Yeah.
men.
When I see his images, not even his music, but I love Godspeed. I literally just got onto it, and that's a beautiful
that gives me
song.
my feels.
That really hold you.
I love Nike.
Ooh, that gives me my feels.
Y'all don't like Nike? Okay, that's cool.
I don't know if you're talking about a song or
No, there's a
or
song
shoes.
called Nike.
Oh,
You know what I'm talking about?
No,
Wow, Frank.
but I know Godspeed.
Frankie?
I love I love
Novocaine?
Yeah.
All right, there we go. Shit.
Oh, okay.
All right, go ahead. Who else is your little vibe?
Like my vibe.
So you're stuck on Chance. That's it.
No, I like very like singy type songs.
Me
So the
too.
Summer Walker, Ari Lennox.
Oh,
Hey.
that's
you
my
know.
girl right there. No,
I yes.
not the vocals.
Anything. I literally have a playlist that I made on my phone called Feels. Feels.
she's on there?
Okay. So it's like I'm in my feelings. Yes.
And mine is
Shout
called
out to
Ethereal.
Shaman.
That's what mine is
Yes,
called.
see?
And I
Mine
love
is called
Ari.
I just play her album. Yeah. Big up yourself, Ari. I've been fucking with you since Backseat. Only
The
the real
Backseat.
one. Only real ones know about that joint. Y'all know about Backseat? Didn't think so. Oh, you know about it. Hey, you don't know, man. And big up to you, cuz. That was I love that verse. Part of that verse, my favorite line from him was like, you know what the plan B, the kind of plan A without one plan B.
Yeah, that's how we know.
I said, boom.
That's how we know say no bars, not true.
Tell me that no sick. You know what the plan B, the condom plan A without one plan B.
Yeah, we're here, yeah.
That no sick.
That is.
That's
okay,
sick. So big up Cuz Dreamville, J. Cole. Please listen to the podcast. But yeah, you were talking about the shaman. So you were explaining to me what a shamana is.
Yes. Okay, so like for me, my personal journey, I'm being indoctrinated as a shamana by a shamana, another shamana who was taught by the Amazonians. If I'm not saying that right, don't drag me. But
just correct her. Disrespectfully, please.
That's fine. But yeah, so she was taught by a shaman from the jungle, and also she was taught by her ancestors. So basically, my journey is spiritual healing. So healing you using sound, healing you using what the earth provides, like medicine, herbs, and also getting you in tune with your spiritual aspect. And it does not have to look like what I do or look like my spiritual self. It could be getting you more aligned with your divine, your creator, source, God, wherever you want to.
So what does kind of healing your spirit look like for you? I guess I would say.
Yeah, so that's a nice question. So healing, thank you for that question.
I'm glad you asked. So section 5.
So if you want to turn to your Bibles right there. Yeah. So healing your spirit. For me, what that entails, it's basically releasing all that is holding you back from your highest potential and from you being your highest self. Or
how do you do that?
So of course you have to sit with you have to confront all aspects of you. Mm-hmm. So you have to sit with your trauma. You have to sit with the parts of you that you see as good. Negative. And the yes, you're right. And the parts of you see as bad. Mm-hmm. And you have to understand. And I'm not talking about people who are inherently like evil. I'm not like this. Just giving the disclaimer, because a lot of people want to say like things that they do, the toxic things that they do, or things that they do that is blatantly wrong. That that's just duality. No, you are evil, and that is just wrong. And there's such thing as evil people.
Absolutely.
They have evil spirits, evil souls.
Yeah.
You can tell their
you can
vibration
feel
is
energy.
very low.
I don't think people I feel like you really truly have to be tapped in with yourself to really feel energy.
Yeah.
Cause like I know when I come around somebody like I can't fuck with you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
we are we're all frequencies, we're energy.
100%.
Absolutely.
At the basis of all this. And even when I told you when I first met you, like for sure, I might not know you. And of course, there's personal things that I'll never be able to pick up on. Yeah. But like your energy alone is something that I don't experience frequently. Yeah. It's not something you run into every day. You know what I'm saying? And that's 100% something that you could pick up on instantly.
Because he came home and he was like, he came home.
Man, let them know.
We met up and he
said... At this point, niggas know. This is my roommate, bro.
So, he called me on the phone and he was like... I was like, yo, her energy is like... He's like, how is somebody this positive all the time? Like, your energy is very positive, very positive. And, and that's how you... sometimes in Jamaica, we have this thing where we say our spirit does not take the other person.
Absolutely.
Say it.
The spirit not take you. But...
Absolutely.
But that's just... like our subconscious letting us know like there's something
off
or there's something with that person that's not going to resonate with who I am. So instead of causing conflict or causing any outbursts or
just ease yourself out.
Just take yourself away from that situation.
And it doesn't necessarily mean like every time you feel like the person's a fucking murderer, isn't it?
Right.
Like,
it just means, and it doesn't even mean that they're like a bad person.
Right. Like you said, it just might not resonate with you where you are at right now. You understand? And to pinpoint or to go back to you saying like when I said she was very positive, I will come across people that are very positive,
but it's toxic
and it's also forced. You can tell that like, yo, that's burning you to be this way. You know what I'm saying? Like you got to go home and take that off like
right.
Cruella de Vil needs to
You know what I'm
breathe.
saying? Like, you literally came off as somebody that was very
Genuine and authentic in who you are.
100%.
Yeah.
And like I said, bro, it's a beautiful thing, and I'm glad we met up for sure.
Me too. It was work. It was work getting to this place, though.
And it should be. It
You
should.
know? Maybe that's a conversation for another date, but it was work.
Oh, we can definitely double back on that.
I really, just coming out of certain situations, I really had to kind of figure out exactly who I was. And when I got to the bottom and did the work of, who I am and, what kind of makes me, that's when I've been able to tap into like my authentic self and been able to like live that and live with gratitude and just like positivity,
And to that's the whole point of spirituality. And the fact that you sat with yourself and recognized certain things that you needed to work on, needed to change, and even things you might want to like be proud of yourself for. Like,
absolutely.
All of this stems from, and I think this is the point we're trying to push, all of this stems from within. You understand what I'm saying? It all is going to start from within. You don't worry about the labels that people try to put on you. Don't worry about how it's supposed to look, the cosmetic side of it. That'll come. That's you don't need to think about that. You feel what I'm saying? What's the most important thing is the journey that you take with yourself. Because the sad part of this is people live however long and they never really become who they're supposed to really be, or they hide who they really are. And I can't imagine that type of weight that you have on your chest every day.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
Like, to me, maybe I'm just lazy, but I can't do it. And I'm sure we've all done it at some point. We've tried to either like dim our light. Are you over here belching on the mic? Nigga, we can hear you, bro.
So like a whole demon.
Yeah. So we out here, people dim their light and dim their vibration or hide themselves fully just to make somebody else feel comfortable.
Yeah.
And really and truly, we're supposed to all be able to coexist without there being any interruption or anything, right? We should all allow everybody to just vibe on how they want to vibe and be who they want to be. So
once it's not harmful to yourself and the collective.
For sure, because I know some of y'all niggas listen to this.
Weird.
Well, of course they can stab you. It's who I really am. No, you need to go somewhere. But yeah, man. So just be who you are and don't be afraid of that, man. Like, really tap into that shit. Like, it's painful to see that in people, especially people that you care about.
Absolutely.
And you want more for. It's like, bruh, you want to just drag them and be like, fam, listen, just.
And this I'm glad you touched on that, because I've gotten to a point, because I recently went through I'm going through a ceremony, because you have to do these ceremonies as a going into the shaman lifestyle. So I went through these ceremonies and I had to release everybody, like everybody who I have some entitlement or I have some expectations of. I had to release them, like let them go. In terms of when you release and let go in the spiritual community, what you're doing is basically saying that I have no expectations of you. You have no expectations of me. The unconditional love that I have for you is not bounded or by anything earthly. It's just that. It's just unconditional love. It's just me having and sharing this emotion with you, and that's it. Like, I have no anchor to you. You have no anchor to me. I just love you just as you are. So I can't change anything about you, and you can't change anything about me. That's it. So going through the spiritual ceremonies and sitting with yourself and then seeing aspects of yourself that you had to change for that person to exist. And you said, oh no, I can't be this for that person anymore. I have to let them go. And this is somebody that, of course, you've grown to love, or is people, or a situation, or a thing, even a car. I know a lot of people are very material.
No, for
you
sure.
just turn on my soul.
I mean, you killing it right now, bro. I'm lost.
Right. I'm like, wow.
Zoned in.
Yeah, so people hold on to material things. It doesn't have to be somebody. It could be something. So you release these things. Even mother, you release your mom, you release your kids, because we have expectations of every single person.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So I've gone through that where I have to release people. And if they come back and if they're still there, that's the beauty of it. You know that these are people, or this is something that it's supposed to come with me on this journey. Like I'm supposed to indulge, because at the end of the day, even though you're spiritual, you still have to be grounded and enjoy this earthly realm.
Absolutely.
Like you still have to indulge in what earth has to offer. So taking that journey and releasing people and seeing them come back and looking at them and allowing them to just be what they are, and knowing that I cannot be with you on your journey right now until you're able to sit with yourself as I have done.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean I love you any less. It just means I cannot coexist with you right now in that space that you're in until you're able to do that work. And as I said, that work does not have to look like what I have done or what I am doing.
Absolutely.
It could look like your journey or Carl's journey.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
My journey different.
It sure is.
One thing that's big and that kind of like resonates with me is what you said is the word expectation. And, although I say I am a Christian, I am also kind of open to different principles.
Yeah.
And I like read different books that kind of teach me certain lessons. And there was a point in my life where I was like big on meditation.
Yeah.
Like I would go to, I was living in up north.
Yeah.
I was living in New Jersey. So I would go to the city and like do these meditation classes or whatever the case may be. And I happened to pick up this Buddhist book. And he kind of explained what expectation is. And he says sometimes we get angry because we expect people to have the same walk as we do, or react to certain things like the way we react to them, or believe the way we believe. And that's what hurts us. If we release expectations from other people, we'll live a much happier life. And I thought that was something that was so profound, because it's true. Let's say if you are the type of person that's like, I'll do it. Just like a yes man.
Right.
But as soon as somebody says no to you, you get upset.
Yeah.
It's your expectation driving you, because you would say yes. You would be that person that's the yes man. But that necessarily doesn't mean that that's what that person will do. So your expectation is driving you, and then it's driving your emotion. Now you're upset because somebody wouldn't do exactly what you would have done for them.
So do you think that expectation, because personally I feel like expectations sometimes come from the fear of being alone. Where do you think that expectation comes from a lot of times?
I think expectation can be a mirror, and I think that's what that book explained to me as, is if you aren't me, if you don't think like me, if you don't walk like me, if you don't have the same kind of beliefs that I have, then you're wrong, if that makes any sense.
Oh, for sure.
Definitely.
So I think releasing that, you are your own person.
Yeah.
The way that you've grown up is way different than the way I've grown up.
Right.
So I may be receptive to certain things that you may be closed off on, or I may kind of like react to certain things in a different way that you may react to them. And I think it's important to understand that we all have our different journeys, that we all have our divine kind of timing and divine walk.
For sure.
So I think it's important to say, okay, this is what I would do, but he's somebody different.
Yeah.
So I can't expect him to react and have the same walk that I would, because he had a different upbringing. He had different circumstances in his life than I did.
Yeah.
Hey, you trying to join a podcast?
No.
Yeah, I mean, it's a nice little
We
trio.
can get
I like
another
it.
4 and have
I
them
like
as a.
it.
This is
I love the diversity in
That's what
thought.
I'm saying. Beautiful
I love
black man, beautiful black woman, beautiful beige. What's your
Beautiful light skin.
What's your pronoun? What's your pronoun?
She, her.
Okay, beautiful brown she her.
You know, you go stop. You know when they cancel this.
I said she her. I didn't fuck with it.
I feel like
I did not
I
fuck
felt
with it.
like you were very condescending.
Oh my god, a beautiful brown Janelle.
Wait, I don't know what
Beige,
you know.
beige Janelle.
I wanted to add, I totally agree with what she's saying too. And what I wanted to add to expectation is that I understood your question, if it stems or if it's rooted in loneliness. I feel like it can. as well as at its core, I feel like expectation stems from our entitlement to people.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh
Yeah.
my God. What?
Yes. You hear me? You see me out here?
What's that
Absolutely.
word you said?
I said,
Entitled. Hey, underneath,
you know,
enough underneath for stop move like say people, oh, you're not in a that.
Yes.
That's that fucking
Yeah.
problem.
Yeah.
Y'all walk around feel like the world owes you everything.
Yes.
No.
It doesn't owe you shit.
It don't owe
honestly.
you fucking shit.
That's
Especially
true.
when you ain't real with yourself. You damn sure ain't gonna get nothing out of this place, man. This place is only gonna give you what you put out. So if you out here pushing out all that bullshit, that's all you gonna get back.
Bullshit.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And some people just convince themselves that the bullshit tastes good.
Yes.
My
Yeah.
bad. hey, do your thing.
you feel good? You get it?
I'm better.
Okay, I'm great.
So, okay. So how do you, because I know that you said you're going through the process,
Yeah.
right? What is one thing that you've learned to sort of release yourself to the feeling of entitlement? Because I feel like that's huge. Like a lot of people feel entitled. I deserve this.
Yeah.
This is what you should be doing for me. Like, how do you release yourself and kind of separate yourself from feeling entitled?
Entitled. Okay, so for me is I've never been the kind of person who feels entitled. Not even to my parents.
Yeah.
But as humans, we're conditioned to expect so much from people. Because that's how we were raised, that's how we were conditioned, not only by our parents but society, because we have our parents giving us that nurturing and that caring. So of course you grow up expecting that from everybody else. So with me, I understand that everyone is on their personal journey. Like everyone is trying to navigate as much as I am. So I would not want, and I try to put myself in, see everybody else as my mirror or my reflection. If I cannot offer something to you, I don't expect you to offer it to me, or that expectation from you is not there in me. Because if I don't feel like, or how do I put this? If I feel as if I am not in the position to give you something, it doesn't matter what it is. Be it my time, money, anything material. I should not expect that from anybody else.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And if you are a reflection of who I am, it doesn't matter on what stage stage on my journey. I should understand that you are also burdened not only by your emotions, but also you're burdened by society. You're burdened by trying to find who you are and trying to ground yourself. So I should not put that on you to where I'm also trying to take from you as well. If that makes sense to you, I feel like I'm
Absolutely.
rambling.
No.
I feel like the way that I took away expectation from people was like just stop being so selfish for me personally. Like I stopped looking at it in a way where that person owes me this, owes me that. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it's a very selfish mindset. Because like you said, a lot of people are going through shit that you'll never even know. And even if they have everything that I'm asking for,
I don't have that expectation. Yeah.
they still don't
Owe you that.
owe me that. You know what I'm saying? Because
Absolutely.
who knows what it took for them to get there. A lot of people might have the world in terms of material things, but damn, they might have really sold their soul for that shit in the terms where like they've done things that they can never get out of their head or they can never fully accept within themselves to do so. Or they might have had to turn themselves into somebody just to
Yeah.
attain that. So it's like that person made certain sacrifices to attain these things. Or that person was blessed by somebody who made sacrifices to attain these things. And now because of that, they were raised in a way where they might not know struggle, but they might not know somebody who's in need. They might not have the same
Absolutely.
morals and stories that I have. Like I grew up in a sense where I never truly wanted for anything, but as I'm older, I can see that a lot of that had to do with the sacrifices my parents made, my grandparents made, and so on and so forth. So I can never take that for granted. Now, I don't know exactly what it means to be dirt poor, but I also don't know what it means to be absolutely wealthy. So I'm in a middle point where I can kind of see both sides. So I was blessed with that perspective. Now, who am I to tell somebody else that you need to understand that? Like shit, if you grow up dumb rich and all you've ever did was get anything that you want the minute you ask for it, I now can understand why you might not feel like you need to give anybody anything. I can see where that selfishness comes from. I can see where this feeling of like I don't have to do anything and I could just snap my fingers and get it. That's all you've been conditioned to believe. So I can't push my beliefs, my perspective on somebody else. And that's just how I look at it. Like, and for whatever reason, if you don't want to talk, I get it. There's moments when I don't want to interact with anybody, no matter what they're going through. I need to take this second for me because who knows, this might be the one thing that's keeping me from losing my mind right now. You know what I'm saying? So I can't now push somebody else when I'm ready. Like, hey, yo, I'm good now. What's up? Let's go. It don't work like that. You feel what I'm saying? Everybody has a choice and everybody has a journey. So we have to allow them to live that way. You feel what I'm saying? Like, so that entitlement shit can be real, real toxic and problematic.
Yeah.
And I try to stay away from people who have that mindset. You know what I'm saying? Because now it's almost like I work for you.
Yeah.
Entitlement, I feel like as you were speaking, I kind of get the vibe that entitlement, and I kind of never thought about it this way, but entitlement is it goes kind of hand in hand with insecurity.
Oh, for sure.
You know?
It's a feeling of loneliness, man.
Oh, I didn't even realize that until you like started speaking, and then I was kind of like thinking about
Well,
it.
you know, I had that effect on me.
Oh my God.
But entitlement, it definitely goes hand in hand with insecurity. You know, I want you to do this because I need you here for whatever reason that is.
You can supply something that I'm missing.
Exactly.
So I need you to fill that void. And it's a void that can never truly be filled by anyone else.
And entitlement and insecurity goes back to you knowing exactly who you are. And it's so sad that in this time period, we're always on go, 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 that we don't take the time to really figure out who we are.
For sure.
You know, ask ourselves those important questions. I'm a bigger sister. So I always tell my sister, Jada, spend time. Oh, I didn't mean to name her.
Hey, shit. Hey, big up yourself, Jada. Jada.
But I always tell my sister, spend time with yourself.
Right.
Like, and, you know, she's 19. So she's always on go. She's excited to be out with her friends.
For sure.
Me, almost, you know, reaching 27, I realized how important it is to have quiet time.
Yeah.
You know, and ask myself those important questions. Hey, what direction am I going in now? What are things that I need to work on within myself? What are my strengths? What are my weaknesses? You know, what are things that drives me? What are things that gets me excited? Because the more that I spend time with myself and understand myself, then I no longer feel entitled to other people. I only feel entitled to myself.
Exactly.
Because I know what I bring to the table. You know what I'm saying? But the more that we just don't know ourselves, we need validation from other people. So let's say if, you know, you and I were together, right?
I like that saying.
Right. But let's say if I didn't know myself.
Right.
So you telling me every day, hey, beautiful, hey, this, hey, that. I'm going to want more of that. So I need you here all the time.
So the
you know
minute
what I'm saying?
don't say it,
do you get what I'm saying?
It throws everything off balance.
But because I know who I am, like, that's cool. You know, I like that. But if you were gone tomorrow, I'd still know what I bring to the table and what
You'd
I
still
have
be
to
able to
offer.
believe
I'm
that.
not entitled to you. You're here today and I like your company, you know? But if you were gone tomorrow,
I mean, I'm not going to die.
If you're gone tomorrow, it
no,
would
but
be
I'm
okay,
saying
right?
things change. People leave.
No,
Yeah,
for
You
a
know,
fact.
doors
For a fact.
close. Like it's the way of life.
And I feel like when I talk to a lot of people and I tell them that I have this, it's easy for me to let go, right? Initially, it came from a toxic place, and what used to confuse me is that as I've grown within myself, as she pours another cup of wine.
Don't
Oh, my
put me
bad.
on the
What's
spot.
that?
Don't do that.
My bad?
Don't do that.
Okay. But as
I try
I've
to
grown
do it
within
on
myself, I noticed that it's still easy for me to let people go, and I used to think that was just from a toxic place, but I feel like what I've come to find is, God damn, nigga, we can hear the drip.
I try to do it all quiet.
She's like, you know what I'm saying? But what I find is that, like, it doesn't matter what place I'm in, and she drops a cork and she's tipsy. I'm over here just...
Not the commentary.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? Play by play. How'd that taste? Okay, hey, ASMR. What made that said?
You feel like the art of letting go for you came from a toxic place.
Right. I used to think it just purely came from a toxic place, but now that I'm realizing it, now for me it doesn't come from that. It comes from loving myself more. It comes from knowing that like if this wasn't meant to be, it just genuinely wasn't meant to be. And I do feel that a lot of relationships, not just intimately, but also platonic, we have that sense of entitlement where we feel like, yo, we need this person forever.
Yeah.
But real unconditional love, there's no bounds and there's no limits. So you can't lose somebody that you truly love. And I'm not talking about the infatuation.
Yeah.
But if you truly love somebody, you're not losing anybody. You get what I'm saying? No matter where they go, how far, even, God forbid, they pass. Because at some point, we're all going to go. You know what I'm saying? And it's something that we have to understand that those memories that we've made with that person, that connection that we made with that person will never die. That's something that you always have. So be appreciative of what you have in the moment and who's around you and the time that you get to spend. And if for whatever reason they leave, just know that that might just have to be what had to happen.
Yeah, and that's okay.
And it's perfectly okay. Like my closest friends, the closest people in my life, I could not talk to them for years and pick up right back where they went on.
Absolutely.
Me and Janelle, we not lost connection, but we just didn't speak for almost a year and a half. No communication, right? And it was never anything personal. It was genuinely like she was going through a major transition. I was going through a major transition. And for what I think I just randomly link it like, yo,
do you want to go to LA?
You know what I'm saying? No, we was trying to go to North Carolina. And she was like, yeah, for sure. And I'm like, bro, just like that, because I felt like there was nothing there where it was like a damn nigga, why you ain't? It's like, nah, G, I'm
you're
glad.
You're not entitled to my time, my energy. Sure. And you understand that the distance or the lack of me communicating with you does not equate to me not loving you anymore. And you know, when you create these friendships, and we're gonna do a topic on friendships, so I don't even want to do this, but when you create these,
the topic of friendships drop already. Yeah, G. Cameraman, fuck up your free.
I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, big up Terrell. That was a great podcast. We haven't recorded it.
You know what? It's a beautiful podcast.
Yeah, it was. We recorded it already.
I feel like we are Rick and Morty.
We move through space and time. You know, time is a concept created by man. It doesn't really exist.
We're using wormholes.
We use that shit to make ourselves feel comfortable, but I ain't trying to get too deep.
Not you holding the glass like you're a pimp.
I ain't trying to get too deep.
Look at his pinky.
Can we just...
You lucky I got my nails done lately. You know what I'm saying? I went and got a little, what do you call it? Manicure? Pedicure?
Which one?
I don't know. Which one do you
do you put your fingernail?
Manicure.
Yeah, I got the mani. You feel what I'm saying? Why? Why? I got the manicure. Why? Hey, they did the thing to my finger. Why?
Carl.
Hey, they clipped my nails. Hey, they clipped my nails and shit. So you lucky my finger ain't, you know what I'm saying? Because my little pimp nail would have been out there.
Yeah, Aggie.
That would have really just put the little seasoning on there. Hey, I got that splat. That's all.
You know what did I say?
Hey, leave people alone.
Right.
Facts. Leave motherfuckers alone. You don't feel good sometimes, they don't feel good sometimes. Even if they do feel good, just because they want to fucking talk to you, leave them the fuck alone.
Yeah. Allow people. That's all it is.
Simple.
Just allow people to navigate, transition, grow at their pace.
And be. Just let people be, man. Like,
absolutely.
You know, Carl and I can be on the phone. No. Okay, Carl and I can share a space. No, we don't. Just trying to say
we live together.
And then we can share a space, and like weeks will pass and we not talk to each other.
Yeah.
And there's nothing wrong. It's just like you need that time. You come home.
No, I'm agreeing.
Oh, you come home. You just need that time.
Absolutely.
The world is demanding so much of you already. Your work is demanding so much of you already.
Yeah.
You come home, you don't want somebody else who feels entitled to your time.
Right.
Or you feel entitled to talk to, you feel entitled to say hello, good morning, whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like those are some beautiful relationships, and that has taught me, even before like really diving into like spirituality or even doing ceremonies, that has taught me how to really allow people and not expect anything. Just as though I don't want him to expect anything of me. I hope he doesn't expect anything of me. I give him that same.
Okay, I don't know if this is completely off topic,
No, go on.
right?
That's on
That's
brand for
entire-
us.
I think.
But okay, so expectations, right? We shouldn't place expectations on other people. But then it's just like, I don't know, living life. Don't you feel like we should have certain expectations? Because if you have no expectation, let's say somebody completely just treats you like shit or doesn't value you, but you have no expectations. Like, I feel like that's a double-edged sword in the sense,
I think that's different though. What you're mentioning is standards.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying? Like expectation is
Word,
different. You
yeah,
have
okay.
things that you know within yourself. Like, listen,
Right.
my self-worth means that like what I want in my space is this.
Right.
So expectation would be like, yo, you have to do this. Standards is if you don't, I'm out.
Yeah.
Okay.
You feel what I'm saying?
And
I get that.
And look at me barring these niggas up.
Wow,
No,
you
that's-
did that. You did that. You did that. Okay.
And that's
Okay.
good. Not him feeling himself. And that's
Right.
good that you
I'm
asked
doing the
that
LeBron
question.
James thing right now.
You can clarify.
You feel me?
You can clarify it for a lot of people because I know a lot of people are probably gonna have that question too.
For sure.
Um,
What the fuck was that? Like we got a two. Throw that two like you trying to spit it at somebody, nigga. What's up, nigga? Watch out now. All right.
Yeah, Aggie. Yeah.
Hey Joe, don't edit that, nigga. Let it sound just like that.
No, Joe. Joe, calm me down. Calm down my voice.
Oh yeah, real quick. Big up to the nigga that the nigga. That, big up to our audio engineer, LimitlessJoe. You know what I'm saying?
Every podcast have a big up Joe.
Yeah, and we gonna plug him at the end with his entire IG properly. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead. do
Every
your
time
thing.
we say that, I would
Never
never
do
do it. Yeah, but what did I say?
You said wait, it said two.
Oh, I say yeah. I say that's a good question because
People go ask that.
people
two.
go ask you
Yeah.
too. I do.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
So like a bougie person sneezing. Had two.
But that even with that, and I can't say two. Is,
Hold on, my bad. They remade Charmed?
Yeah,
What the fuck?
it's not good.
I don't expect it to be. They look like fucking High School Musical.
Yes, it's
God
like
damn it.
teenage witch kind of thing.
Motherfuckers. Alright,
In
my
our
bad.
studio, we have a TV.
Oh yeah. We have a whole studio. A whole TV in
In our studio.
We have a bed. There's also a bathroom attached and a closet. Guess what room you're in? All right, go ahead. Sorry, do your thing.
Yeah. Every time you make me lose my train of thought.
My bad, two.
That's not where I was. But what I was saying is that speaks to the nature of humans too, because take away expectation, you should always want to treat people accordingly.
Yeah.
So
Sorry, I'm trying to shut up though.
so you come with your morals and your standards. You said this is what my ideal. Say for instance, we use partner because that's easy. This is what my ideal partner looks like to me. This is what this is how I love me, and this is how I want to be loved.
Right.
I don't stand for disrespect. A person who also loves themselves should not bring that to you. Should not bring disrespect.
Absolutely.
Right.
You understand? So that's not you expecting anything of them. It's just basic human
Decency.
Decency, yeah.
And like I said, so even if people want to say, yeah, I expect you to be this way, that's selfish of you. You can't expect somebody to be what you want. You know what I'm saying? You just have to find somebody that fits those
Criteria.
Those criteria. That's all that is, man. Like when your teacher gives you a test, they can say they expect you to pass all you want, but nigga, it just depends on if you want to study or not. You know what I'm saying? If that person is willing to put the work in, that's not your expectation that's doing that. That's them understanding, okay, this is somebody that I feel like is worth that. You know what I'm saying? This is them recognizing your worth. And a lot of the times people don't even recognize their own worth. So the fuck these people going out, why would I even try to meet your standard if I could tell that you don't even know what you're worth for real?
And that speaks to you doing all this work on yourself for years and understanding who you are and holding
Absolutely.
yourself accountable. Like,
And that's going to be the theme of almost every single pod, I promise you, is holding yourself accountable and working on self. No matter what topic we talk about, I guarantee you we can break it back down to that.
Just even going back to the shaman's journey. Shamans in the jungle, these are people who have been doing this for years, who they're out of touch with technology. They're out of touch with like other tribes or other people. They're like submerged in their culture. But every day they have to go into this state of it's basically holding themselves accountable. It is a meditative state, they would call it. They hold themselves accountable, look at where they fall short, where it is that they have, messed up on this journey. And it's okay, even though they're shamans and they're revered as, these highly spiritual beings, they're allowed to make mistakes, but they're also allowed to heal from it, and holding themselves accountable daily is how they identify like patterns or toxic behaviors or repetitive behaviors that are not in alignment with themselves or their higher self. And if they can't do that, then how can they help another person who comes to them? You know what I'm saying?
And a big thing is really recognizing your triggers. A lot of people say they just get mad just cause. It's like, no, there's a reason. It's not just cause. It's not a specific situation. There's something underneath all of that that's triggering you. So finding out what your trigger is can really help you.
Ooh, that's going to be good for your
trauma.
Who hurt you?
Who the fuck hurt you? Which we might have recorded already.
No one knows.
Hey, bro, this podcast is funny than a motherfucker, boy. But yo, yeah, man, I think this is a very beautiful conversation. Do you have anything else you want to touch on?
That's it.
Me, possibly? Oh. Hey, you saw she said that?
She said no.
No. We could play it back, dog. It's recorded.
Because I was looking at her face, and her face kind of gave me no. I think my brain kind of.
Oh, so you assume what her face means? That's weird.
Yeah, I kind of did.
That's weird. Why you drink your water like that? Like you're trying to catch the water. My G, it's once you put it up, gravity does it. It got you.
Because you drink water weird. Me see how you drink
water.
Oh, no,
do you think? Dude, look at this.
She drinks it normally.
Yeah, why'd you laugh? All right, fake as hell. Anyway, so what we're going to do is...
wow.
That was a little... Gaga. All right, so right now we're going to do our shout-outs while Jen gets herself prepared for the sound healing, like she always forgets we do at every end. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to get you to shout out your IG.
Okay.
You remember it off top?
Yeah, I hope so.
Look at you fucking up.
Okay, so my IG is at Maniyah, Maniyah Richardson. That's it.
Okay, all right. So go ahead and follow her. Make sure you check out all her content. She does post a lot of beautiful, motivational, and I see you bigging up a lot of women, black women too.
Heck yeah.
And I love that. Could you tell us a little bit about that? Like, why is that so?
Honestly, I just like to see women win.
Facts.
Period.
Period.
Y'all deserve that shit.
You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of hard-working women out here that deserve respect and honorable mention. Because we're out here killing it.
No, that's big facts. That's big facts.
So, that's it.
One thing I do want to do as well, I want to shout out my dog, LimitlessJoe. All right, he is the audio engineer. He makes this shit sound super clean and crisp. He also helped set up the studio when we first got everything. And, yeah, man, he's really dope. He produces as well. Damn near, he could do anything, to be honest with you. Just hit this nigga up. It's LimitlessJoe on IG, which is literally spelled LimitlessJoe. So go ahead and shout him out. If you need anything, check his page out. He's dope as fuck. Jen, anybody want to big up one time?
Yeah.
One time
for the birthday, girl.
One time for the birthday, bitch.
I want to shout out.
I would like to shout out to you.
I want to shout out this dope young lady who made me some spiritual
jewelry.
Beads. Yeah.
Look at Ari.
No, not Ari. Ari was on the podcast the third, the fourth podcast?
Jano, dog. Well, that one they go definitely drop before this. Yeah. So yes, Ari was definitely...
And we recorded it. We promised.
Yeah, I promise. We're not bullshit.
No, but not Ari. So Ari already plugged herself.
Okay.
But this young lady, she made me some bracelets. She does all kind of jewelry infused with crystals.
Right.
Based on your birth month and intuitively selected whatever. So she,
I love those.
yeah, they're
That's dope.
She made me one love moon piece.
Love moon piece.
Yeah.
Okay.
This bracelet here, I don't leave home without it. It's like
Not you with your
She got her crystals
It
on
looks
there.
like a chakra.
Chakra balancer.
yeah. So I literally told her what I want as far as like, you know, intuition, kind of like discernment and things like that. And I told her what I wanted in a bracelet, and she kind of put the proper crystals on the bracelet, so I don't leave home without it. Because one thing that I have a problem with is communication. I'm not a good communicator.
I could not tell.
Hey, you fooled us.
Yeah.
And since we met, I'm telling you, like, you've done an excellent job. I would never be able to pick that up.
Yeah, I'm not good at it.
And stop saying it, because you are.
So
every time I leave the house with my bracelet, I kind of work on that.
Perfect. I like that.
It's my reminder, you know?
That's beautiful.
That's beautiful. Like even though you are of the Christian faith,
Yeah.
you still incorporate things that people would generally relate it to spiritual people.
Yeah, like try to write off. And
Yeah.
we've talked about that, like how people try to disconnect religion from spirituality. Like it's
Yeah.
not one and the same.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I don't get it. It's like, y'all not making sense.
What would it go do?
You say you shall not shorty that made the jewelry.
Oh yeah. So her Instagram is IE Beads.
Sound like a producer.
No. It's IYEBEADS on the Instagram. So you can give her a look up and see her work. You will see my hand there, my beautiful hand. It says Love Moon Piece. Take a look at that hand.
And if you have any questions, and if you feel like we didn't spell it properly or pronounce it right where you could understand, like I said, any questions about the podcast, any feedback, any stories, messages, ideas for topics, please hit us up at 1257 podcast, 1257 podcast.
Right. And we want to shout out this crystal of the day, Carl.
What a crystal of the day, my G?
It's a citrine.
I like how that sounds. Citrine, like citrus, orange juice, lemon juice.
That is not what it is.
Lime juice.
No. And citrine
tangerine.
is very...
pineapple citrusy? Yeah? Pineapples.
acidic.
Oh, that's acidic. Oh, what citrus mean?
Like oranges, grapefruits.
Oh, grapefruit is citrusy. You know what I'm saying? I've never eaten a grapefruit.
We have had grapefruits in the house. I went as far as to get pink grapefruit. And
There's a different type of grapefruit.
Yeah, the
I
pink
didn't even know
grapefruit
that.
isn't as bitter as the...
All right, so me try one.
It was here till it spoiled. You tell me
Right.
to leave your one. He said, leave me one.
Yeah, but that's before I was on my journey for real.
Because I don't eat oranges.
What?
Yeah,
Why?
she's weird.
me not
And she don't
love
like banana either.
Me not need banana.
What?
I mean, yeah, I cut my banana up before I eat it. You feel what I'm saying? I eat it with a fork.
Oh, you don't just peel it in.
I peel it in what?
So,
Okay.
Peel it in what? Oh, okay, I didn't know about that. Huh?
so what wrong?
No, me personally, because I eat it in fruit salads.
But why? Why
You
why
sound
cut
very
it up like
defensive.
that?
I just eat in fruit salads. It would be weird to just have a whole banana just slapped onto a bunch of cut up fruit, so I got to cut it up with everything else.
Oh,
Try to
okay.
catch me again, it ain't gonna happen. I'm too evasive. Too evasive. I saw what you tried to do. Try to get me canceled just now.
You're projecting.
I'm not projecting a damn thing, but this middle finger over here, so.
You are projecting
You
and I
see
don't
it?
like it. But
Yes, ma'am.
citrine is very influential in manifesting. So that's why I had it on for the full
Is it
moon.
like a specific manifestation or
it's
no, just manifesting in general?
Yeah, when people
Okay.
are manifesting, I'm going to try to draw for the citrine. Especially in
Okay.
success.
Suck what?
Sis.
Success. Well, big up a girl them still. For sure.
What? How that even relate?
You know, say success.
Sis.
Oh, success. Yeah, my bad. Yeah, man. I saw the thing set, my G.
Girl flicks.
Time for have sex.
Oh no, broke out?
Yeah, mean, man. You what she just sing? Flex.
She went over here at home.
Me know, me see, but me want to make sure so she acknowledge
Not
say.
me.
Not you? Virgin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So you have the ever blessed thing tight.
Have it ever
Exactly.
blessed, boom, boom.
Okay. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and close this off. Janelle's gonna go ahead and
Me not like when you say my name. Me not know something not right.
something alright to the I don't like your name neither. So this a girl I go this a girl I go do something with a little crystal lick bowl or whatever the thing.
You know
be.
what? Don't take none of the healing. When it a play, don't
So
lock
it's-
your piece of eye them.
Push off a vibration.
Yeah, just
Okay.
block it or something.
Alright, so what we do here, is at the
Who's
end of
we? Who's we?
shut it. Shut your mouth, man. What we do here at the 1257 podcast is at the end of the show, we allow this person that's in front of me, unfortunately,
Yeah.
to use her.
This beautiful person.
That's a stretch, but I like how flexible you are.
You forgot that. So I was just.
No. I remembered it.
Okay.
And I realized that's not the word that fits.
Oh.
Yeah, because my vocab was like, this a girl, yeah, beautiful. No. It did that a little quickly. And she does sound healing with this bowl, which is in the E note, F note, F note, which is based on your heart chakra, which is also called Anahata. You know me, I feel flex every time.
Not you flexing.
I feel flex. And it's a really soothing thing. And while she does it, she says affirmation. So you don't have to close your eyes, but I usually like to just do that. Accept the vibrations, and we leave that with our listeners as well. You feel what I'm saying?
I love that.
I know, man. It's my idea. Jen,
But, okay.
who's... All right, go through. Do your thing, my G. Silla!
It was my idea.
Since you laugh, you lie?
So yeah, that's confirmation if you jump back on your podcast and
Yeah.
interrupt me.
When you laugh.
Dang.
Do your thing, my G.
Alright, so today's affirmation. I am in alignment with my divine self. And we'll go ahead and repeat that throughout the rest of the day. I am in alignment with my divine self. You're very
Wow, that was good.
Thank you.
I felt that.
I know, right?
Ooh.
It's like the only good thing she does in the podcast. We're going to go ahead
wow.
and end this really quickly before she has any rebuttal. Hey, man, I am one of your hosts. I go by Daily HTG.
I go by Janelle_Jessica.
Maniyah Richardson.
Thank you so much for...
You might want to spell that for the collective.
Maniyah Richardson.
For now. Hey, that's a bar, my boy. Hey, yo, we out. Holla at us on the next episode, man. This has been the 1257 podcast. Yeah, man, big up on yourself and have a safe journey.
Myself at your last. Bye, everybody.
Yeah, man,
Bye.
Bye.
Boom. 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 Boom.